Mama very injured. Me vina leo mbakwa imo. Won. Naza wane kwa imo. Mama me vina kwa ina. Very injured kwa imo. Mama imo. Mama vina kwa yawo. Na plale kwa yawo. Kanu kwatane ye. Ja. Mwamweka man. Lina deve ba man. Papa me vina kwa yuwa. Kanu kwa ye. Watan sopo. Watan sopo. Don't galo anwa. Kale ya gala wapwe. Na plale kwa yo. Mama me vina kwa yuwa. Watan sopo se. Mama me vina la mane. Se ami kwa wa. Kaka toto wa. Kake mboga mae. Yanuai, pray enjoy Yanuai. Canole kwa yino. Dike wonsa biele ba yino. Mama Alicia ba yino. Tere meyo ba yino. Kalunga loe. Nasa bole ba yiwo. Pray ijo ba yiwo. Ige. Kalongalo. Kalongalo mama ubio. Mama me vina ba yiwo. Yeah. Tezela mama. Wewe woman. Kanombe ye wio. Walo mama nubie. Yeah. Lama nozole. Wae yiwa wae suazalwa. Iye ike. Kawe gano kamo kawe. So iwiano. So you go dole iwiano.
Iron Lady Records, sweet sound.
Watan sopo. Bago po irai. Uka kweza wai. Me wole kole. Ne waka walwe. Takmaza nsira. Te ila kala wanwe. Ea biya kuwai. Bago kwe mamba ye kwe. Bago yi mamba ye ye. Watan sopo. Mama me vina kwa yo. Pere ijo kwa yo. Alo mama wa. Soya longa. Soya manaza longa. Longa me vina pie. Mama wa ke. Bae we kikebe. Up for her. Your grandma's birthday. Aboya. Messi seliwe. Mama kwa loe. Walo dolo kwa nui. Tina won kwa dia. Mama me vina wa yo. Tuza kwa kare. Iwe imo ibre. Ibo kano kano kwa kare. Yeli yole yotao. Mama vina ndema we konkolo. Ogwe wiye. Moze tenimbo. Lokabe kwa yao. Where is it me? Guru Mevina Rayo. Really, in your point, look at we so. Orita Gulu. Walakanga one boy in a girl 1 year. 1 year, no 1 year. Look at when we pull. We want one more. Was I lay a move? Mamma Bevina, so I. I'll be yellow one. Mamma, you will qualo. Maybe now.
To share with the word.
Because they will envy you more now because it's even more than a presidency.
The gift that God has given to me, when it breaks, when it breaks, the people will know my name more than they know Liberia around the world.
Sure.
That is how big it is. The things that my company is doing to human being lives. One life. When you see it, you say, God, why you give it for the kind of thing? God, why? The gift that God has given to me. I never asked the Uncle Joe, he knows about it. And a small gift. Human being going in the grave. This gift that God has given me can bring them back from the I say they can resurrect people, but people who are dying. People who the doctor then say you can't make it now, you're dying.
I can't make it.
The best doctors in the world. They say they can't make it with you. They can't solve your problem. And my company is saving their lives. No. Foreign country invited me. I'm going to South Sudan on invitation from the government of South Sudan. Then you talk about experience. Let me just say that small thing. The government invited me to go to their country to set up. No, sometimes they need to know small things so they can overlook us. No, but necessary now because I need a BB toy now. So they need to know small things.
Hold on. I beg you, hold on.
The gift that God has given to me to bring to the world, it will be able to save 10 million lives each year. That's 2 times the population of Liberia. The gift that God has given me. It's not small thing. The day it breaks, the money we'll make from it, we can buy Liberia. The money was meant for it. We can buy Liberia. Look, we got people, Liberians, who can testify to this. Liberians who are taking this product that we have. Liberians who were supposed to die today. They are planning programs to say we want to Thanksgiving to they give God thanks and to give you thanks for saving our life. That small thing, you think that small blessing God gave me? You think that small? The gift I got is so scary. It's so scary that I scared to even something. But God has protected me. You think I really want power? The thing God put in my hand, when it comes outside, people will know me more than they will know Liberia. It is a miracle. It is a miracle that God has given to me. It's a miracle. And every day I go on my knee and say, oh Lord, why me? Why would you bring this to me? Costa Therapeutics. We're going to South Sudan on invitation from the government. They'll be sitting out there. You'll be ending petty envy. Costa will become the richest man in Africa very, very soon. Very, very soon. And one of the richest men in the world. And you know the thing about it? That other people will testify. The other human beings are testifying now. Doctors are like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Why are you still living? How is it possible that you are still living? Human beings are testifying to the glory of God. No. It's too marvelous. It's too marvelous. The thing what scientists been looking for, they can't find it. God has given it to us. You're saying that VP, Senator, VP, Senator. You know why I took so long to even announce that I won't run for Senator? No. The thing God not give me that Senator, like bro GDP that was in 2.7 billion. The thing I'm talking about that God has given to us. Last year alone, the whole world spent about, I think, $500 or $600 billion on it.
So now, after I started putting your refusal, I said that the passport, I'm going to get him for a money. He wanted a money. At the end of the day, they were going
to bring you on in this one. Because you're from the CPP, this is big. The only way I can say, I don't know what more it is, but he's saying Jeremiah Kuhn don't want me to, and he carry his office staff. We have to reach out to Jeremiah Kuhn. How disturbing is this is, Dr. Richardson, from your opposition standpoint? How terrible is this?
I don't know.
Now, they had the opportunity of putting the passports in the system to run the deals. So, doesn't have pay down that money with the passports.
Don't even wait till they put you out, till they conspire against you. From the time you smell it, you have to be able to speak against it. I have worked in government, and when I receive documents that I'm not comfortable with, I will refer it to internal audit. If you are not proactive in speaking against things, and you say, oh, I wasn't too happy with what they were doing, I was not in for it, but I know this person did it, that person did it.
Against Senator Kuhn. Now
let me tell you something,
sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. When Jeremiah Kuhn represented, he told me if on Clarence Massacre, then if on Humanity, then all the Unity Party lawmaker, he said because you can insult the president, I will put somebody against you. State on nobody can win me district number 10. Don't waste your time. I am not afraid, but when working together as a team, do not honor mommy. State on, my policy in left. When you juke me under my foot, I will juke you to your back. You will not say that, I will not say. Let me say this. We went to Ganta a few days. Jeremiah could get one labor behind him. When I speak somewhere, I want the people to go back to the complaint recalling. The people of complaint decided to come in. Then we got a special assistant, the chief of officer of Jeremiah could tell him one labor, oh, don't get fair. They will come here today, tomorrow they will come. Who am I running competition? And when we left from there, I met Ambassador Boakai on the eating table. I met the chairman on the eating table. I went to the chairman. I stood between Ambassador Boakai and the chairman. I said, Mr. Chairman, so you got somebody against me, right? But we're discussing it. I walked to my car, very, very angry. The chairman walked behind me. Like, people will resolve the thing. I am not in front of nobody. But when Jeremiah Kun do not want Yeke to be represented, I don't want him to be vice president.
Wow, this is a breaking news from our end.
I still my statement. I will not reverse that statement. As long as Jeremiah Kun,
this is the spoon talk. We give you a chance. It's very important that you're airing this up. Please come down, bear with us. Let's have a good conversation. Dr. Richardson, I want to bring you on in this one. Because you're from the CPP. This is big. The only way I can say, I don't know what more Ali is, but he's saying Jeremiah Kun don't want me to, and he carry his office staff. We have to reach out to Jeremiah Kun. How disturbing this is, Dr. Richardson, from your opposition standpoint? How terrible is this?
I don't know what I don't know if I have much to say about this, but I'm hearing what Honorable Koluba is saying, that Jeremiah Kun does not want him to be in the legislature. So he's here saying that, and I can say that I hear what he has to say. That's what I can say about that.
Wow. So he's here. You would just let him float. But I thought you have some other statement you want to make through, because hearing that the vice standard bearer to Joseph Yema Boaka. Let me ask you a question. Since Dr. Rich is saying we want you to speak, Honorable Yeke Koluba, which party is the individual coming from, and what's his name that Jeremiah Kun asked him to run against you?
Jeremiah Kun know the name. The chairman of Unity Party know the name. I'm not going to dignify somebody on the show because I am popular. The name Yeke Koluba is popular.
Which party is he coming from?
I don't want to know. The name Yeke Koluba is popular.
We got to know now. It's not about you.
I don't want to dignify somebody here. I am saying about
the party. If you don't want to call his name, can you tell us the party? Is he running as an independent? Is he running on an MBR? Is he running on a Unity Party? Can you help us understand?
So I can speak now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ambassador Boaka know the name. The chairman Tapper know the name. Jeremiah Kun know the name, because when he's happy, I push them on the eating table. I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up for 4 more politicians and 4 more opposition to come and can't do that. They can do something to me. Look, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, the heat will hit somebody. And the Lebrimpo, they put out and say, oh, they're not by me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I told Yomli, yes, Senator Yomli Kanga is aware. I called Senator Zago Akim. I left from Nimakanda, I reached at 2 o'clock in the morning because I was angry. I don't want to see anybody of that movement. I reached Morovia at 2 o'clock in the morning. When I reached the next day, I sent voice recording to Senator Kanga. She called me. People that joke with people with the seriousness. Don't overlook me. I don't care. Look, I made name in this country. I don't care to be represented. Jeremiah Kun did not want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah Kun to be vice president. Who will feed it? Will feed it. Who will feed it? Will feed it. Who will feed it? Will feed it. The ambassador was sitting there when I said it. And I had a chairman of Unity Party walk behind me in my car because I was very angry. Who can be wrong competition on me here? Me.
Well, Honorable Yaka, the folks are now, listen, folks, we say welcome to this phone talk. No. I want to bring in the former Secretary General. I will be calling Jeremiah Kun and Reverend Tapper tonight. If they pick up my call, fine. If they choose not to, well, it's up to them. You are making a very huge allegation. And I want the nation to hear you out, but we got to speak to the former Secretary General, Mo Ali. Is this strange to you? Are you just hearing this? What can you tell us about the allegation from Honorable Yeke Koluba that Jeremiah Kun is feeding a candidate against him?
Well, so firstly, I would say that the Unity Party, clearly from where I sit, and from what I do know, is that the Unity Party supports Honorable Yeke Koluba. I am also aware that Ambassador Boaka supports Honorable Yeke Koluba unflinchingly, that we all on the
that wisdom and bring sanity to his political process. If he cannot handle this situation again, like the time with the CPP, when he was elected CPP chairman, he announced that I will resolve the crisis in CPP. That was his promise. He didn't resolve that crisis. So this is something he should be able to resolve. But on the note of Yeke saying Opposition shouldn't be at each other's throat. I agree partly. And here is where I agree. When we come, we should talk about how our approach to creating jobs is different from Unity Party's approach. How our approach to stopping corruption is different from Unity Party's approach. How our approach to addressing agriculture issues and food security is different from Unity Party approach.
To unseat you. You know, it's about our constitution. It's about what the Liberian people want and who they like, who they want to vote for. It is not me buying vote up.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you, but let's go ahead. We'll be bringing Yeke on. Let's go to Fago. You want me to call Jeremiah Kun? You want me to call Jeremiah Kun, or you want to speak first? Which is which?
Well, I ask you to call Jeremiah Kun, not to waste the Liberian poor time, getting late.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to call Jeremiah Kun, or you want to speak back? Don't tell me how to run my show. This is not a show. Yeah, but I will not call Kun.
But I won't get phone. Are you on the phone coming here?
Yeah. A humble leader, he's even willing to be up for another hour, but call him.
The Honorable Kun, how you doing, sir?
I'm okay, Stanton.
Yeah, the Honorable VSB to JNB. Yeke Koruba came on our show. He's extremely mad at you. He said that one of your son, we are putting your son picture up if he is your son, or one of your office staff. You said to Yeke Koruba that because you can cost the President George Manawia, I will put someone against you in the race. And this is the young man they call J. Kunson Yeke Seigua, if that's his name. You are asking him to run against Yeke because you do not want Yeke to be representative for district number 10. Honorable Jeremiah Kun, can you please speak to this?
Thank you, Stanton. And let me say good evening to your panelists. The first thing I want to say is not true. At no point in time have I said to Yeke, I will make sure you will not be represented. Yeke must say, I got no issue. We worked together for 3 years, and I can't remember here myself having if Yeke calls me in law. When we in session, most time he gets angry on something, calling him, he will say in law. But here is it, Stanton. I got a group of young children. I normally bring young children around, live with me. Most of them graduate, some of them doing different stuff. There's a young boy who I met in Gambia 2009. And I took him. And when I came over here, I brought him. He lived with me, went to the university. He graduated, he moved on, married, he doing his own stuff. He's not my son as in biological son, but he's a child I took to live with me. And so he's a man now, married and everything. He says he wanted to be represented. He even wanted to run on our party ticket, MDR, or the Unity Party. I don't know the party support Yeke. And because the party support Yeke, I would prefer if you can sit down, fine. But if you said you will run, you cannot run on our party ticket. And so he's not even running on the MDR, neither is he running on the Unity Party or any party that is associated with us. What happened in Nima? Am I there?
Yes, sir. We listen to you, sir.
Okay, so we went to Nima. After the Gambia program, on our way to camp here, Yeke said he was out of gas. I give Yeke gas. Ask him. I gave him gas. So let's go. So I gave him the gas and we went to camp here. In camp here at the program, they had gowns to honor me, the standard bearer, Yeke, Madam Kanga Lawrence, and a few other persons that were coming along with us. So they had gowns to gown, each of us. And so they call everyone 1-1. My chief of staff was the MC at the program. So they call Yeke, and Yeke received his gown. They called me and everybody. After that, the young man in question was there. Yeke, his name is Yeke. So the MC said, Yeke, this is your home. So you're not stringer here. You're not one of those who get honored here. We are honoring guests that came. That was all. When we came back to Ghana, sitting on the table, you can walk in and say, he didn't like the way he went today. Why they must say the young man was not honored because he's a name. He not in competition with anybody. He got angry. When he got angry, I said, oh, you can? Sorry. And but to say, I said to him, I will fight him. Why am I fighting him for? I hear myself getting come up. I won't be represented or what? No, that's not true. That's all. I've seen any other thing that happened. I've never been to a district before to go either for political rally. Zero.
Honorable Kuhn.
I've never had any confusion, so I don't know where he's taking our stuff from.
Honorable Kuhn. So this is very important. This afternoon prior to the show, Yeke, he was very angry. He called me. And I couldn't deny Yeke because you know what? This spoon talk for the Liberian people and everybody, for or against.
Definitely.
And Yeke came on the show and Yeke said what he had to say. We are showing photos of you and this Yeke man. And we are showing his photo. He with you in the Spoon studio. He with you at your home on another program.
I told you there's somebody that lives with me. I sent to school and everything. He has graduated. He on his own. He married. He married. Obviously, the plenty of children that follow me.
Yeah, but
if I support them, I can put them on my party ticket.
Yeah, but I understand. We got a confusing way in which we support somebody and we had our hand. Like what happened in Lo-Fi right now with Steve Zago and Galapa Kotima. So why can you just be clear and say, if that's your adopted son, Honorable, if that's your adopted son, why can't you say, listen, the party, the people that are represented as the VSB, Karen Yeke, you, my son, I'm asking you not to run. Why are you allowing him even to run as an independent? So it means that he's not listening to you?
Stand on.
Yes, sir.
Stand on.
Yes, sir.
Look, the political thing is almost like a drugs. Even your mom and you can have misunderstanding. I remember there was an election, Jerry recently in Von Cafe. 2 children ran in the election. Their mom tried everything in everyone thought. They refused. The both of them got defeated, and right after the election, their mom died. Father and son can run. This is how dangerous this thing is. I've made my position clear. I stand by the decision of the Unity Party. Period.
But don't you think, before we go to the panelists, Honorable Kuhn, don't you think it's a problem now for you and Jose Yema Boaka? Because your son, regardless it's your adopted son, your son is turning, hold on now, hold on, Honorable. Honorable, before we go to the panelists, your son is turning against you and saying no. He will fight one of the strongest allies that you have. And you think it's right? You think Liberia would buy that explanation that he abandoned you, he left the home because of this?
I should read next. I can read next. Tell them to not reach out to me. Is that what you expect?
I know that's not what I expect you to do. If you
The best I could do was to call family meeting and talk. My man, look, lead a thing. We're going for the bigger one and this and that. Oh no, kid, you don't want me going about the ticket fine. You don't want me kind around you, okay. But I've been in the team, I've been in the long. He started yesterday. He started a long since before the team even came in a few months ago. So the best I could do, I tried, I did my best. But I could not do anything further than that. What matters is the Unity Party stand with Yeke and I'm a part of it.
Let me bring in Dr. Richardson. Let me bring in Dr. Richardson and the rest of the panelists. Please allow us to ask questions, please. Dr. Richardson?
So, Senator, in your conversation with your son, did he tell you why he was running against Yeke? Because that's
what transpired to ALP and Unity Party. We thought that all Liberians were good Liberians. We thought all Liberians were good Liberians. in the interest of the country, we did certain things. We thought at that time it was the best for the country. And when you fight for your country, and your country deport you or expel you, what can you do? I want the world to know that we did not leave Unity Party. Unity Party left us. They put us out. When you work with a group for 6 years, and at the closing moment they tell you we don't want no collaboration with you, that's the biggest betrayal ever. Then they influence us to start the Democratic Alliance.
Contesting or not, I was the first person to contest in the whole country, June 14, the first day of the open registration process.
Okay,
there are speculations.
The relationship between you and the Vastan Emperor.
The Vastan Emperor, remember, father till dark cannot come. There are speculations that Yeke Koruba, as an opposition figure in the media, he is contesting this district, and you, from the angle of the opposition contesting, don't you think it's a weight on the part of Yeke Koruba? With the exception of the person that is on the ruling establishment ticket, all other 15 candidates are up from the opposition. So, and the unfortunate thing here is we don't have no opposition political party. Except the honorable can tell me that we have opposition political party that he wants to run on as a representative. We have Unity Party, we have the ANC, and the list goes on and on. Let the honorable tell us exactly which political party he belongs to. Honorable. Because the first thing is Joe Burger is on the ballot and Kumi is on the ballot, and there are two from opposition political parties. So why is this argument?
So that means you are being supported by the Unity Party?
I am contesting independent, but my election is about district number 10. And I have support of the entire people in district number 10. Who's a major contender? I don't think I have major contender because I know the guy who is there just a noise maker. All he does is to insult on the radio, insult everywhere. And so I don't think I have a major contender. I think that's a star party ticket. Now the least person in the whole election there.
What is your
I have 95% of the sedition district number 10 supports me.
So does that mean that there's unity in the opposition? Because the fact that Yeke Koluba comes from the opposition.
It's not about this unity in opposition.
Your father runs on the Unity Party ticket.
I am contesting on independent. Yeke Koluba is contesting independent.
But your father is supporting you.
I don't know. Maybe you don't listen. You didn't listen to him well on the spoon. He has said that he stand by the decision of the Unity Party. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm contesting independent. My major focus is to move from house to house, community to community, place to place, churches to churches, mosque to propagate the Yeke message.
What is your plan for district number 10? What is your plan for district number 10?
Thank you very much. District number 10 will have leaders that they can trust, that they can confide, leaders that will speak for the people, that will be there for the people when it comes to oversight, that he will not wait on government to come in, that he will come in to help the people. Remember, district number 10 is 85% slum community. Leader from the slum community must be able to settle some major issue for the people within the community.
But
the Southeastern government right now, are you not afraid of the sitting vice president gallery women to support Josephine David in the district?
I think the vice president, she actually lost her way. I think she need to see her best. She can re-strategize. Lost her way? What does it mean? Thank you. She has lived in district number 10 for 55 years, live on taxpayer money. There's no 32 community. She has zero impact, zero understanding, zero legacy. 2 months of election, you want to come in. The other time she came in, she want to meet the DDC, District Development Council, that I am member of, because I'm a community chairman. She want to use money to endorse the candidacy of the ruling establishment. And which, of course, hear me and keep this on the record. It will never work as long as I, Yeke Sekwi, member of the DDC, It will never work.
District 10 is not an ordinary district, it's a 10th district. Don't you think politics will interplay in that district? You had legs for Josephine David, Yeke Koluba, and the rest, you just name it.
Like I told you, that's why the incumbent on the radio. If you follow up recent, he's crying baby all on the radio. He's not crying baby on the name he called. He's crying baby on Yeke Secret, where he know exactly what I'm capable of doing. When I was contesting my community election, that people here can tell he fought me every day. And I won with 9,700 votes. The person he supported got 200 votes. He knows that I am his serious and major potential threat to him.
What is the major talking about? What's the major? What message do you have for your people?
The media. I will sign, but the pressure because they have not reached to where Kenny are signing.
Would that be today? Or?
I will sign today. Okay. I'm waiting here.
Are you upbeat of the victory comes?
I can say this to you safely. There were a group of people. All of the political parties in Liberia reached out to me, including the ruling establishment. They did their own perception survey, an independent survey. All of the survey they did placed me above.
A few days we saw him photo with Mayor Jefferson coaching. There are speculation that he's
the mayor is my personal friend. So because Yege is from the opposition, the mayor is my friend. So
do you have a major strong?
Thomas Fala is my very good big brother, and everybody, including the United Party, Prince Moi, the deputy speaker for I'm a businessman.
Lastly, what the measure of peace you have to share with the Liberian people in this electoral period?
This process that we are going to, Liberia is all we have. Let's remain peaceful because this is a moment to.
The most contracted district in the Republic of Liberia, and I will beat Joe Weah and all his girlfriends.
Wow. I just hear you talking about using.
I can show you.
I hear you talking about.
I can show you the name Yeke Koluba will defeat the criminal that said George Weah.
I hear you talking about arresting the president. Why would you want to arrest the president?
If he use gun on the Liberian power, I will use gun to arrest him. I will use gun to arrest George Weah.
Do you have that power? Do you have that power to do so?
You should be calling on the people that do embarrassment that call themselves international community. ECOWAS and other people that are sitting here and George Weah using the Liberian money in the country hungry. Male wives can take pay, but George Weah carry his crazy criminal self, he buy 150 pickups. What kind of bullshit is this?
You have faked a senator to peace agreement. Why are you walking out?
I will fake my senator to peace agreement. I will disrespect it and violate it like George Weah have done.
Are you not being taking action?
Have anything been done to George Weah?
Are you not being taking action?
Don't speak English to me. I will not understand.
Why are you walking out?
I'm walking out because people are irresponsible people.
You hadn't signed it. Why are you leaving?
I will come back and sign it, but I will disrespect it like George Weah have done. When? It could be when I feel like. Sign it today.
Why?
No, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Read my lips. I will not sign it today. We will not say the about George Weah. They play the stage man about George Weah. You think we're entertaining that bullshit that's going on? Let me tell you something. George Weah can put all his people he want to put in district number 10. I will beat them the Ghana Doma. I challenge you. He can bring all his people he want to bring district number 10. I'm not running campaign. If you see one billboard off of Yeke Koluba, don't know what we.
You have the legs of Josephine Davis. How do you look at her?
I mean, you think we have a bleaching bin or to have sex? You think district number 10 has sex phone call? You think district number 10?
My friend and brother, my this show is very, very interesting tonight.
There's a lot because we've been off for 2-3 days if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So everything on the plate for what's on your mind, and even my various I get a long list. Usually I'm done, but trying to cover up for those days that we missed. So that's what I've done it the way I've done it today. I got a list ready from me so that I can stick to my points, my talking points. So
okay.
Anyway, you want to ask how I'm doing? I'm doing great. I'm grateful to my creator, and life is good. And I'm grateful, for the strength, the opportunity, and the awareness, because there are so many people don't have the opportunity that we got today. Let me not jump the gun. Let me stop it there. So We are already in our corner, money, our own business, and moving slow but sure.
All right, get started. I mean, get started about what is on your mind.
I got a lot on my mind. I'm going to give a gist of each while we go through. Let me reduce my personal phone volume, please, before we get started. We're already popping. Maybe I got so many things on my mind tonight. However, I'm not too sure I can talk about everything tonight, even tomorrow when I finish, because there are countless trending issues almost every single day. But I like to get the cat out of the bag from the get-go. You know, I'm a trained American public administrator and public policy with emphasis in international relations. I can say that for free. It may even go on your own. So, we, the Liberian people, especially young people, created a national embarrassment for our country by electing George Weah. And that's why up to this point, George Weah feel that we owe him, that we have not done much yet. And the background you got tonight is from part of that perception and insinuation that the Liberian people still love George Weah. We don't really love him because he abused us and continued to abuse us, betray our trust, betray our admiration, and betrayed our own interest, that we thought that he could do better because he's like us. So he went to Israel to get to understand who Jesus is or who Jesus was. All the time he been preaching as a pastor, all the time he been Christian, he didn't know the actual meanings of Jesus. But thank God he know it now. He returned to the country. He went to go understand who Jesus is. 24 hours later, we got to know the real story. It was not only about going to know Jesus good in the empty graves of Jesus Christ, may his soul rest in peace, and going to River Jordan to rebaptize along with his criminal cartel members, Jeff Kuji, Erin Snow with a big lip, and the rest of the guys. But the actual thing they went to do there was to go to renegotiate LISCA contract with government of Liberia. Folks that collect our maritime authority money. According to media report, the main owner of LISCA passed away and his son took over. They want to renegotiate the contract to get Liberia into an agreement for the next 50 years. And they succeeded doing the got portion of the money. The number two thing they did beside the Jesus Christ story was to bring Israeli computer IT hackers to be able to hack the elections of October 10, 2023. So the human being, the rally you see behind you, the quote-unquote we are thank you rally, was the first recommendation the Israeli hackers suggested to the CDC to portray to us that the people of Liberia still love him. And that's why this time they decided not to take it to ATS, they decided not to go to SKD so that the people can look like a sardine. They took it to the narrow CDC headquarters because they have built a vocational school there. I never seen that before in my lifetime, to build a learning institution on the political party grounds and other structures there now. So we are aware of the techniques, the political calculus they're trying to use against the wills of the Liberian people. That's number one. Number two, a regional police commander got killed by this man that the Southeastern thought was their son. Okay? Regional police commander got killed Even our animals that live with us, we can treat them better. They can die better because we take our time. If we want to eat it, we take our time to slaughter it. Okay? So the police commander got caught into a fire that got on the house, and he didn't know his way out. He didn't know his way out. The angry crowd tried to get him out. He granted that, and they couldn't make it. That man died and got burned just like charcoal. Okay? I just walked class reloaded. A pharmacy at the Grand Crew Hospital. Had a voice message or text message or audio recording that the hospital is empty. No paracetamol there. I don't know whether he got that clip, AB. Can you imagine? That made me to shed tears. Even paracetamol not there. The patients are using hospital workers' sample to use the bathroom. The generator does not have fuel. That's a place George Weah was born. But hold a minute. Currently, every single most powerful government official that we're talking about comes from Grand Crew or Southeast. George Weah himself comes from Southeast Grand Crew, to be specific. The number 2 powerful man in real time is the Minister of Finance, comes from Southeast. The deputy speaker comes from Southeast, Fanatic Kofor. The pro-tem comes from Southeast. The speaker comes from Southeast. The chief justice comes from Southeast. The police commander comes from Southeast. The minister of justice comes from Southeast. Oh God. LRA, the people that collect our money, Liberia Revenue Authority, the chief, the boss man, come from Southeast. The Maritime Authority guy, Lee Eugene Nambi, come from Southeast. The chief justice come from Southeast. The solicitor general come from Southeast. The central bank governor come from Grand Jide. So many people. So many people come from Southeast, especially I think Grand Crew and Grand Jide, almost 80 to 85% of the most powerful people in our government today. My people, you're listening to this thing. You want to tell me that if these people cannot even do it for themselves, they're able to do it for Liberia? George Weah does not even deserve one more minute. If Liberia were any serious country, George Weah and his team of officers, his team members, his cartel members, indigenous looters should not even have one more minute to stay in power. Because what? They have betrayed the essences of our governance system. They have corrupted our system so bad. They have belittled our governance process in our country, our presidency, the sacrifices of our presidency. Below elementary standard. But let me speak on the other issue a little bit. Let me leave the Southeastern company. They cannot afford to equip the police to do their job. Fire service, health sector, education, it is so plenty. You know that we owe West Liberia, that Jawea always bragging about the pay WASP. We owe WASP over $4 million according to media report. Government of Liberia owe WASP over $4 million USD. They can pay, but they can buy vehicles, over 1,000 vehicles, pickups, on countless motorbikes. CDC able to buy it. Is CDC as a political party doing business to take money from their coffers to buy this number of vehicles? It is our tax dollar. It is the government money they are using. But that is who they are. Let me get to the issue of Omen Yuri. Omen Yuri is very frustrated. According to National Election Commission report, 2017 electoral results, he got around 24 to 25,000 total votes. So on the basis of election law, his party is not qualified to contest until after 2 elections. But maybe sometimes people say other people get pissed. Ben Yuri is now a middle class man in Liberia, as far as we know. His children are not middle class people, they are all rich people because of what he benefited from in the past. A Ben Yuri is crying wolf that a Joe Walker have succeeded, which we know he will succeed, to become president. He and his team members will have treated his party like dogs, or party members like dogs. But what did they do? Why you want the people to share power with you or not even sharing power to have a rich man with you when you already withdrew by your actions? Your son withdrew. Okay? Your son Costa. And thought that he could come up with useless press statement, press conference to make us the people to walk away from JMB. No, he missed the target. You ain't even that party anymore because you can't contest. Let me leave that. Let me go to the issue of Honorable Colbert. Maybe, let me tell you something. The reason why things are going like this is just like this, the issue of George Weah. George Weah go to his base, his so-called thank you rally, useless thank you rally. They make killing you. He reduce your parents' salary and increase their own from Grand Crew, Southeastern company. Then you go tell him thank you. Majority of our people graduating from high school right now, they can't even pass WAS. Some of them pass 3 subjects, some of them 4 subjects, and things are going so appalling. Then you're going to tell the man thank you. Then the man said, Joe Barker has worked for the government of Liberia for 60 years. He has worked only around 7 to 9 years. But he didn't tell the public, he didn't tell his base, he himself, from 18 years he started working for government because Geo Lunsa is owned and managed by the government of Liberia through LFA and Youth and Sport. He didn't tell his base that. But he said Joe Barker worked for government for 60 years. Joe Barker is 78 years. So if we minus 60 from 78 in real math, Joe Barker was 18 years when he started working for government of Liberia, right? That's the math. But again, the politics in Liberia, it is not about ideas. It is not about public policy prescription that will better the life of the people. It is all about individual interest, like Ben Yuri said. But those of us that read the science of policy, public policy for the most part, and policy, international relations, they fight fundamental interest of any government. Our responsibility of any government is to provide security protection for its people, followed by basic social service provision. But they are not concerned about that. They are concerned about what they can get in their wallet. And that's why they continue to say politics is interest. That's why he used to be with NPFL, NPP. He came over to CDC, he left, he went to Unity Party. From Unity Party, he founded his own party and said George Weah was never a case. Now we got to know that his small brother, he can actually go to George Weah whenever he want to go to him. And he can call George Weah to come to him whenever he want to do so. So everything he did with Omen Boakai, he was a snitch under Omen Boakai arm. But God be on our side, they all got book. And that's why the Omen made that wise decision. Okay? The issue, Honorable Yeke, my brother. Again, I like him. But I don't think you should be holding Jeremiah Kun responsible. Only because he helped to raise another Liberian, another young Liberian. He done his best. Yeka in the first place does not support any specific opposition political party.
You better hold man.
Consistency. He has said it with consistency that he will support or he is supporting all of the opposition political parties. So, opposition political parties, for the most part, the few one or the highlanders, they have made a commitment that they're living with. United Party did not put on any candidate in this number 10. As ugly as so-called CPP under Kumis and Musa Belede according to Akin and Baba, they did not put on any candidate for district number 10. Liberia Party, they didn't put on any candidate for district number 10 except Musa Belede CPP. But from all indication, nobody there from Liberia Party. With the exception of the ruling party, like I don't want to call him little, but because he's 29 years old. Like the candidate said, because the election commission approved his nomination. So he's now a candidate. Now, that's the thing. If I were Yeka have been coming in the spotlight of the news now. Because he's making news. Anybody you go in that district number 10, you start to make news. If I were to advise Yeka Kolba tonight, Honorable Yeka Kolba, I respect him. He don't have the majority in the House like Dillon, Senator Nyobli, Senator Gorcha in the Senate. They don't have majority there. I know sometimes you can do it in a way that some people don't like it, but you know what? Everybody get their own style. Okay? The best thing he can do now is to change the political calculus for this another time. You cannot be holding Jeremiah Kuhn responsible that he will not become vice president only because he raised somebody who is a grown-up and he had made own decision to run in an election. His parents have put him down and advising, discouraging, not even discouraging, but encouraging to leave the race for whatever reason. The man said no. He carried him to the older people, the elders in Nimba County. He said no, what do you want a man to do? You can need to calm down and find a new strategy. And the best strategy, I will say it right here. CDC leaders, including Judge, where they already know that the election are in their favor. So they are doing everything humanly possible to get away with things. Yeka won a certain party chairman of CDC, Mobamoru. When they didn't have the level of corruption, Yeka can still win against any sort of sedition. Yeka said Jeff Koji is a personal friend. Thomas Farah is a big brother to him. Samuel Tuwa, Sajo, all these people. That's a clear strategic campaign front line. Yeka is a sedition. That's heavy. Linking with the CDC and let the gang vote together.
No, he is not a sedition. I will not agree with you on that.
I'm not speaking for him. I'm speaking for Yeka. If I were Yeka, that's what I would do. Because what they fight is against the CDC. So you gotta link that guy with CDC because he already finished telling us that majority of seditions in government, they are his friends because he's a businessman. He said it's not a sedition, but majority of the people doing business with, they are all seditions. He admitted. Jeff Koji is his personal friend. They have been meeting offices and other places, even hanging out. Spooter display all the pictures. Okay? And he still stand by his dad that until them doing part and that says similar thing, they are still family. Because what? Jeremiah Kuhn helping to come up, even the business stuff. But you don't see the boy, he dresses just like Jeremiah Kuhn. Even the haircut the same. So, the Bible says, seek first the kingdom of God. All other things shall follow. So, my picking, if you ain't getting late, if you ain't getting late training from the successful businessman from Nima County, Yega said this is the time he must make a decision for himself, and that decision he stand by it. So if you want to stop there, in the meantime, as we prepare gradually onwards in our mind tonight, and hopefully we can allow our followers, our listeners, to start calling in early so that we all can get do it and get out of here. saying this is a weekend. Thank you, my brother, for listening.
Thank you. I would disagree with you.
My man, disagree with me anytime, my friend. Go right ahead.
I would disagree with you because the Liberian people have seen what President Weah is doing in their life. The Liberian people, they are satisfied with the kind of life that President Weah have brought to them. The Liberian people, they are happy. They are happy that President Weah is their president and they're waiting to give this man another turn. Look at the crowd. You will be thinking that President Weah is not popular. You will be thinking that that kind of crowd will not be able to come to CDC Party. That's what someone will be thinking. But let me say this and say it clear. If the Liberian people vote him, if the Liberian people vote President Weah for the second term, then I rather know that we Liberian, we as Liberian, as young people as we are, that our senses are on our feet. Back to Yeke and Yekeze. Let me say this. Honorable Yeke Kolba, he crying like baby. Honorable Yeke Kolba is crying like baby. There is no need for Yeke Kolba to be able to go on spoon for him to be able to bring that man business out. He has promoted that young man. That is number one. Number two, he went in the presence of JMB and Jeremiah Kwankun and expressed himself. According to him, the United Party chairpersons follow him to his car. Is that now sufficient talk that Ben Yeke Kolba, I will be thinking that we will have a constructed discussions. The United Party did not put a candidate against you. The MDR did not put a candidate against you. So why are you crying around? Yeke Kolba is one of the men that does not identify himself. He identifies himself with all the political party.
All the political party besides CDC.
What kind of man are you? You want to behave less? You want to run spot of politics? Why you will eat your waist be small? United Party having program. Yeke will drive to go there. ANC with a portion of Liberty Party when they're having program, Yeke will run and go there.
Do you want Gongo?
So which of the political party really Yeke identify himself to be member of?
But you just said it. The man say he identify with everybody beside the ruling parties. CDC is the only one, you know.
But you cannot run in politics like that.
But they are accepting him the same in that manner, though. You don't think so?
Yeah. So that is just what I have to say about that Yeke stuff. But let me say about Ben Nayure. You know, Ben Nayure is drowning, and he's looking for someone to be able to hang on.
He's done.
Ben Nayure will not. A party will not put a candidate until 2029. Until after 2029.
Yep.
So that enough is a slow poison to him.
That man already with CDC, trust me. Don't worry about that man.
I know that the man was CDC, but something that I'm about to say. Do you know what Mr. Weah did for Ben Nayure and his children? Ben Nayure and his Tala Yure place. You know that Tala Yure car that were burned by CDC in district number 10. I don't know, it's 13 or 14.
Yeah, CDC gave him 65 grand, 65,000.
They gave him 65,000. Not only that, Tala Yure business place. CDC people, they were able to patronize her business, and they were able to uplift her. Not only that, do you know our airport, the parking space, was given to Mr. Uri's daughter for her to be able to manage? Not only that, do you know that Mr. Uri report to CDC every night? Every night, Mr. Uri report to CDC. Every night. Reporting that, and that what I like Dazo. Dazo told him plain blank that there you're going, where you going? You say you're going. I'm an executive of AFP. I'm now with you. That what Dazo told him. Dazo told him, I'm now with you. I am supporting JMB for president. Let it be real. And for me, I'm not paying to the Liberian people. They know what they are going through. They know what they are eating a day. Then a woman, I will play that clip here one of these days. A woman, they asked a woman on the street. They want to say the country okay. And now what the young people wanted, the country okay. The country okay. We told them that the country was not going to be better under this man, but the people say that they made that they want. So the country okay, because we are buying now, we are buying copper right now for $50. That's what the lady said. The lady said, for me, I'm not vexed. I'm not vexed because the country okay. That brings me to the end of my topic of what is on your mind. That from one thing that I know, my daughter that is in LIB, my daughter will not suffer. One thing I know, my sister that there, she will not suffer. So, if you know that George Panawia is bringing relief, because I can say, in doing well, he bringing relief to you guys. You're voting again.
So you can continue with your prosperity, right?
So that you can continue with your prosperity, or you can continue receiving your relief. What kind of country president said he was elected? This man have not addressed one press conference. This man have not addressed one press conference. And then you guys are saying that Josh Manawia, he is the best president. He is the president calling Barrow medicine.
Yeah. Barrow medicine, because cannot even go to your home by Barrow medicine.
Yeah. you know, that is what I like about Liberian people.
Every part of Liberia AB is ugly, but Southeast, the road leading to Southeast is the ugliest road in the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah, but
Grand Crew is almost cut off.
But because the people that are from there, the people that are here is not correct.
Maybe before I forget, let me just add on the other two things that I left. According to Election Commission, Tianwa Gongo Party LPP is in trouble. You know, the last election they ran and they supported a presidential candidate that did not get 2%. Oh. And that is an election law. So Tianwa Gongo have been taken to court. I don't have the detail yet. That on the basis of that, the party cannot sponsor him, cannot feature him in this election until after 2 electionary cycles. So that is on. But again, there's a catch there too, because I've been monitoring electionary processes for a little while now. Councillor Marcus John and Colonel Hunter 2005 won a case against the Election Commission on the basis of due process. So I am thinking the Election Commission still got a little bit of loophole, maybe if they're done. And folks that go to court and they just trust their own might likely go back to the Supreme Court. Because every action that is taken on the basis of the Constitution, due process must be accorded for every Liberian that will have an issue with the law. So the scenario of Councillor Marcus John and Colonial Horton 2005, they submitted their Kennedy nomination on the deadline of the elections, of that particular aspect of elections. So the Election Commission didn't review it because it was a deadline, they just trashed it. So they went to court. The Election Commission denied according due process. And Election Commission said because they had already sent the ballot documentation, they could not put it on the ballot, they were laid them down. But they won the case though, at the level of the Supreme Court. So they have to carry them to Ghana and you know what's up. So ECOWAS got involved, say we beg you, whatever they give them, they give it to them. That's why I said the election been in the room. I got to join inside 18 years. So, man, that business. How you get this seat at the level of the Senate AB? Let me just end quickly. At the level of the Senate, 15 seats, only 15. You know how many people? They got over 100 people running for that, for those 15 seats that are up for grabs. It's business. Presidential candidate, we got about 21 or 22 around that terrain. Some people say we ain't here about them before. I trying to get the whole list out. Some people we ain't here about them before AB. They put one big president. They get one. Oh my. She said she should work for Edu. Or Kruma. I know how I've been to Kruma. So kind of thing. She says she's a godsend. You know, God choice. You know, but I mean that's why I wanted to ask. So I don't know how far the one will go without laws at the level of election at the level of the Supreme Court. Another thing I forgot about the recast budgets that the House of Representatives without quorum passed with 7G speed.
Yeah, that's the clip that I wanted to play.
The city is so too much until we can't even understand why people still rally around. But again, when we go to the psychological side too, the issue of the war, people who didn't see the war, people who don't know anybody else, only just we. I was just looking online, right? Somebody sent me Facebook request, and you know I'm a public person, so I don't deny nobody. And in fact, that gave me some insight. People are literally begging you, but they are celebrating George Weah.
I'm telling you.
So how am I going to help you when you behind somebody who is the best president since 1847?
You will not believe it that someone sent me their music clip. They just sang a song for George Weah. They're telling me that I should be able to play it on our show because George Weah is doing well for them. So I asked them, why George Weah cannot open a studio for you? Why George Weah cannot give you better life? Then you come to inbox me on Facebook. Another thing is that, I've seen a comment here for Lawrence Vakpana. What she asking? What is your contribution to Liberia?
If you don't follow that thing, you want to ask me for my contribution.
I don't respond to you because you don't know that their platform have been established since before George Weah could come to the presidency. Their platform have been giving tangible information. If you want for us to go divide money, that one mahena in Isa. If you want for us to go to your door, to go buy a voting card for $200, that one mahena Isa. If you want for me to go to your houses, for us to go divide rights on you guys, so that you guys can be able to vote for JMB, that one mahena Isa. Because Liberian people are getting so much used to every free thing. If you open a supermarket here, you say it is free, the Liberian people will put up. Liberian people are getting too much use. Some of us are getting too much use to free thing. So I'm not in that. I am contributing for me to leave from work, for us to come and to sit down here and inform you guys. That is our contributions. If you don't like it, you have to be with us for the long time that George Ronald Weah will be in power.
But if you say we hurting our head and you will be right in Liberia and you are right in Liberia, you will re-elect Joe Weah, that's your story. That you the one who go to the hospital, they ain't get like that.
Ah.
Okay? That your owner electricity, that I can't even call it Christmas light. I think Christmas light or disco light said better. That you the one will not go to Grand there until spend 1 week on the road. That you the one will not go to Grand. That your speaker will have to get in the plane to go to Maryland.
To go to Maryland, who can play ball?
For $2 million budget. What they doing with that money? Now you the one suffering. That not me. Even our people then from Lofa County, all the way our people have taken initiative to keep their surrounding a little bit okay. Then they start struggling to appoint representatives from Lofa using slowly. Because that's the only man you know. All the way we're giving you information that they may deserve where he found himself. You will re-elect him, my brother. It is on you. It is not on us.
Steve Bonge,
I'm not coming at the top post.
Steve Bonge, call here and be able to state what is on your mind. Our sister Steve Bonge, call here to be able to state what is on your mind. And the number to call at 763-283-6903. Once more, the number to call at 763-283-6903. Or you can better call on 267-938-2801. Once more, the number to call at 267-983-2801. That is the number to call to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Call here now, or you can better call us on your WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. Once more, the number to call are 267-938-2801. Once more, 267-938-2801. Or you can better call us on 763-283-6903. That is 11 for me, and I'm forced to go to Liberia just now. And I'm forced. I'm not forced. I am not forced. Eric.
Oh, this is away from.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. What is on your mind?
The team on my mind plenty.
Just be precise and concise.
Don't say
I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you and the comrades in studio discussing the issue pertaining our country, Liberia. You know, this election is an election that the Liberian people have to stand for themselves. Because the EU represented the U.S. embassy and other embassies near Monrovia, they are angry how the government is treating our citizens. Any attempt for citizens to re-elect George Weah, our partner will close that door. And when they close door on Liberia, when water dry,
they're going to eat each other.
So nobody should sit in Liberia to be talking to people who have the caliber to discuss and to educate people about good governance and how to channel their vote to have a better life. So if all the young people are in Liberia who feels that they could just be throwing mud are young people whose eyes are open, trying to help society and other citizens to make the right direction, okay for themselves and other people around them. It's not about money. It's reality. Liberia right now, we don't have a home. Hardship is everywhere. Eating one another. Few people got the money, passing it around, sharing it. That is not national development. So people who own their life, writing all kind of things that is not in line with their own future, see your life and see Timothy, we are life. See Cham, we are life. Our Jamaican in-law then are coming to Liberia there. Some of them digging gold in Grand Bassa County, the river said.
Hey, my brother.
Y'all see that life and see your life. You who got all the gold, you who from that country, see your own life.
Talk again.
It is very, frustrating to see young Liberians who supposed to be yearning for future, allowing people to destroy their future, and they say, thank you for destroying my future.
I'm telling you.
The time is now. If you cannot fight for yourself, nobody will fight for yourself. Weah would not be indicted. All we can do is to stop him, because Weah is using people that Samuel 12 and other people to get the money and save it implicitly in South Africa and other European countries.
Okay,
we know that for a fact. So if you go to hard trades and other things, you'll not get it. The houses he has built there, I know people will take it, but at the end of the day, he got good amount of money to live a life. It's the same way Eddie is using our money right now, destroying the upcoming election, putting Kennedy on Joseph Boakai left and right. But you see, God don't let ugly. God don't let ugly. Liberia deserves a shining leader who will flourish, so all Liberians will be recognized once more again on the world stage. So I tell you, God, thank you.
Thank you.
Hence, it's quite sufficient. People who feel that we are done well, they want to elect him. Women die in childbirth, no medication. They stay throwing people in Hamon in the 21st century. They made that borrow medicine, but road then are correct.
Yeah.
Hospital then are empty.
No drugs.
They are then selling fake drugs in Liberia. They can't take it. They get on plane to go to Africa to go get medication. Ghana then to go get medication. Great then going Europe to go get married there. You can't get married in Liberia.
Yeah.
But people should shine their eye.
Imagine
It has to be throwing more at people who are like you, who trying to, beef up your sense of idea to understand what you're supposed to do. And going to that sound. You guys are in America. We all we sitting down in Liberia here. We know what's going on. People dying left and right. The man said, "We'll look for CCTV camera." So when y'all elect him, the next thing they'll call y'all from your heart. They say, "Council, we're gonna kill you to say you pass." That's what Liberian people want. So let them go for it.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
The number to call again, 763-283-6903. Or you can better call us on 267-938-2801. Once more, 267-938-2801. That is the two number to call to be part of the Maneson Abraka Talk Show. For me, I'm not worried. If you were to ask me today about who I want for them to assume at the presidency, I would say JMB. But that the Liberian people get that right. That the Liberian people that didn't want going through the suffering, that didn't want taking kush, that didn't want taking drugs, that didn't want taking it.
You need to learn how to call the real number. I'm going to tell you to call the real number. Yeah, hello, Drew.
Mr. Frank, how you doing?
Yeah, hold on a minute, few seconds. Can you call the direct number, please?
Oh.
Are you ready? I can give it to you.
Mr. Frank, hold on,
No. Let me text it to you so you can save it. They want that person. I beg you. Let me text you that number real now. Then you call.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be necessary for you to put that your phone on silent.
It is on silent, but it rings from the microphone.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, so a lot for the Liberian people, whether they can vote George Weah again, a lot of them. A lot of them. If they want to vote George Weah back again into 6 years, a lot of them. Now me sleeping on hunger. Now me are taking kush at the end of the day, the Liberian people suffering. Now me getting kino to go to my hometown. No, I can get right here a riding car from my house to go to anywhere. So it not mean that going through it. That is so that they are foolish people. Some of us just foolish. The mayor came to the presidency. This mayor have now in 3 months time, in less than 3 months, the mayor building duplexes all around. And then you sitting down saying, "Oh, the mayor is doing well." Yeah, the mayor is doing well. The mayor is doing well. Back to you, Francis.
I think maybe so far so good. We can only add up now and keep it going. But it's just crazy to call it for somebody to be abusing you, reduce your salary,
and then you be celebrating a person.
Assistant to almost zero and say free tuition. We get a caller here. Hello, caller. Your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Juno Care calling from Virginia.
All right, Ome Kia, can you increase your volume a little bit, please?
Okay.
You hear me now?
Much better. Go right ahead. You are live.
Yeah, the president in the Liberian people, you got their own brain to think. If you're waiting for the white people to give you brain, or you
yeah, hold on.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go right ahead. Be snappy. Another caller on the other side.
Okay, I say if the Liberian people, you got brain to think for themselves, or they waiting for the white people to kind of get their brain to think for themselves, then they must sit down and put the man back in power. They ain't suffering more. They're straight. We will go to Washington to ask Washington to sanction the whole Liberia so they can suffer real good. For me, if the left of me said the American government should close
the embassy. The embassy. You're talking about the close. The American people should close the embassy.
Yeah, they must close all the Western Union and they had to cut it. Anything that can transfer money to Liberia, they must close it down.
My brother, when the American people close their embassy, that one Liberian men would know, would feel it.
Yeah, I know they will feel it because you know what they have. They're not feeding anything. They're not feeding anything. The way Chancellor on a heavy sanction. Chancellor feeding it, but you're not feeding it the way. Hey man, how you want to accept, man? That is just where you let George Weah. I myself go to Washington D.C. to ask the American government to sanction the whole damn Liberia.
Thank you
very much.
Yeah, thank you, Judo.
Yeah.
Cora, what is your name and where are you calling her from?
Moses calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead, Moses.
No, I listened to the show. I followed the show. I wanted to tell you guys thank you for the great show. One thing we need to learn is this. We're seeing the things, say the truth, okay?
Okay.
Ruling party going to win our election. Opposition, you see what they're doing. The 14 among themselves, there's no understanding between them. Yeke Kotupa, they're trying to get rid of Yeke Kotupa. You see what they're doing to him.
What they're doing to him?
Good. You see what the person they put to run again. Yeke Kotupa, no, he can't win that. He can't win that guy.
Who the person you put?
Give me a chance now. One Yeke or
Yekezi?
Yeah. The man got open here on Yeke Kotupa.
Yega.
Okay, Yega. So you're referring to Yega?
I don't know what I mean, Yega, but I know it's first name Yeke. Because I follow Scooter and I heard his name.
Okay,
and when I did that, because I'm from district number 10.
So in short, you are saying that the opposition, but the opposition spokesperson, which are the opposition are you talking about? Which are the opposition are you talking about?
You and I know the only person that can tell you CTC government out of that place is Unity Party. to Joseph Boakai.
So you referring to Unity Party. So you are now saying now that Unity Party sponsoring Wiega. But Unity Party
No. You see, no, hold on. You running too much. You're not understanding me. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said the ruling party will win because opposition not together.
Why you call it not together?
You see the split, what they're doing?
I'm not seeing the split. I'm not seeing the split.
Really?
So you tell our audience what the split. You tell our audience because you having started in Liberia that can be monitoring between the opposition and the ruling establishment.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
they're not together.
Saying that. What when you say they're not together, what you mean?
That's a split. Because people are talking about
No, I come in. So you give me chance? So you expect for Unity Party to be cooking for ANC and
I call the show, you don't even give me a chance to talk. Okay then. Go ahead. The guy
stay there or he gone?
The man are gone. Look, the man saying that the Unity Party should be destroying food and be giving it to.
No, the man didn't say that, AB. The man said opposition not together, but let me just speak to the issue of it.
But what do you mean by opposition not together? You see the way they treating Yeka Kolba. Who treating Yeka Kolba bad?
Holding opposition responsible for Yega being in the race when Yega own foster father has said it with consistency that he tried to talk to him in-house as a family member. The man refused. How can Jeremiah Kun be running on Unity Party ticket as the number 2 person on the ticket, rescue 2? How can Joseph Boakai call Yeke as his nephew or whatever that is, and they decided not to sponsor or support a candidate in district number 10, but he's still holding them responsible? Let me tell you something. People, there are a lot of people who just saw this former CPP arrangement to be the pathway to winning election. I wish it had stayed on. It would have been easier for us. That's true. But again, look in the sub-region. I'm not saying they don't have plenty of political parties, more than 4, but look at Liberia, for example. Look at the people, the constitution, the benchmark AB. For me, once Joseph Boakai take the hem of power, the constitution should be changed. Because election commission cannot make any laws that will go against the constitution. No, they cannot do that. So everything have to be in collaboration with the constitution. So that make the bar of participating in election in Liberia, whether that representative seat, whether that senator seat, whether that president, very, very low. You know, we got 22 candidates and some people in the process of getting through. And election commission telling the nomination time pass, they might go to court. And if you're telling somebody nomination time pass, you need to give them due process to review their paperwork. That is the law. Okay? But since 1997, all the way to 2017, we have not had any sustainable, coordinated collaboration in our country or unified opposition. People have always stood on their own, and they know they will not win. They go to the runoff, the 2 leading political parties show up, one group of people support, the other people say we're staying away. That's how it has been. We're not saying it should not be better now. But my brother, it's not going to work when everybody believes in themselves, thinking that they can win election. Even people that just came from pushing their cartoons, they're going to Liberia, they want to be president. And the people don't even know them. Kumi sat right here in Nigeria, at some point in time in Atlanta, Georgia, all together for 36 years. He lived from here. He don't want to be representative. He don't want to be senator. The man want to be president. And that is his right as a Liberian, if he is even truly a Liberian. The late Vice President Harry Mabason lived from here. He said he want to be president too. This is a man that former President Ellen Johnson carried to the country. She literally pulled him against Joseph Boakai vote. He was Minister of State for Presidential Affairs with her portfolio. Now, the man say he want to be president. There are so many of them don't even know their need. Then you come and say opposition now together. Opposition now together. The only opposition they're talking about being together, the Unity Party, Liberia Party, and maybe the 7% guy. That's it. Because even they won't going anywhere. He might not even succeed, even though he's a lawyer. Because the party, somebody took them to court, election commission listened to them. Because what? The party did not get 2% last time.
We got another caller. Caller, what is her name and where are you calling from?
I'm not too sure. You got enough time. Go ask independently.
Go ahead.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Well, what I see with the scenario of Liberia, people must understand that election is every Liberian's right to partake in election. The situation of District 10, it cannot be lavished to Jeremiah and that of Mr. Barker, because the individual we're talking about who is canvassing for the representative position under our laws and electoral law is his right to go and contest the process. There is a man who is a household who get on a family too. There's a man who went to school or who got skill or knows something about governance. So don't you think he's a right to go through? All Yeke can do is to go and plead with the man. Let him go and talk to the man. If the man see a necessary ground, then he take the man from the race. That's what people do. But to come here to be crying with other people name this, that, I don't think it is necessary, because the same issue with the late Harris Moruba's son that Eddie Johnson Sally brought in the picture to contest against JMB to reduce the local vote. This man is not even married. From the research we have done on this young man, he got one child, the girlfriend did not even marry. This man is not a presidential material.
The man is not married.
I mean, the man facing a father horse around the scene called era there, because the other horse to EAWA era, and the one by Speaker Hill, horse around MVDC. We know who get all these things. He's not even the administrator for his father's property, because he's not the only son. So all these things just declaring all about, hate against Joseph Yuma Boakai after serving Madasari for 12 years. That is the thank you she trying to get to the man. All because she had asked Joseph Boakai previously that, will you protect my children and I? Joseph Boakai told the woman, what have you done? You're asking for protection. That's a hard question she could not answer. And now all she can do is to start getting angry, planning people, to destroy the man vote and all the kind of thing. But you see, what is for you,
it's for you.
Will always be for you. The Frenchman says, "C'est qui faut faire." What for you will see your face. But at the end of the day, Liberians got the decision to make. Ellen had lived her life. All she ever wished for is come to pass. And Liberians must be able to take their children's future into consideration. Ellen Johnson Sally, as former head of state, I respect her so dearly, and she was born to a union, and she make her family proud by first female head of state in Liberia. Why you think she want to ban other family to make the wrong decision so that her children would not have the opportunity to become the next female president of Liberia too? So they have a decision to make. Eddie just got one vote. Let her go and put her own vote. Let everybody go and put their vote individually to that candidate of choice. But all we're saying here is that if we want to do better in Liberia, we must think better for ourselves. They bandwagon thing, people can't women or women. When Eddie didn't get to know women until when they have political intent, until when they want to carry bandwagon activity in terms of electioneering process, so that they will go against somebody, is when they become, women activists or women this and that.
Thank you.
It's all wrong. Thank you, my brother, for having me on the show.
Thank you. My friend and brother, now give your commercials some time, and then from there you just give your closing statement. We just call it a day.
All right, folks. We want to say in advance, thank you for coming tonight again to listen to us. All of us are Liberians, and nobody can take it from us. All of us have right to contest. As long as you are at least age 25 for representatives and senator, age 35 for the presidency, that's your right to contest. But whether you will win or not, Liberian people got to make that decision. So, myself, I can go tomorrow and challenge the election. Probably I want to be president too. So that when we go to the runoff, we all can go to the table and decide we endorse. And then I can be minister. All right, but let's leave that one. Let's do small business. Kangoma multi-services consulting, family-based immigration and visa consultancy. We are your immigration and visa consultants on the block. Immigrant serving immigrant community. Immigrant serving immigrant community across North America. You can have your loved one any part of the world as long as you have a green card here in America, or maybe you got a citizenship. We can work with you to bring your loved one. Don't allow the people to lie to you. Don't allow people to scare you that you cannot do that. Don't do it. All right? You want to do your citizenship, you let us know. You want to bring your loved one on the I-130, family bringing family members.
I'm coming to you.
You want to do your initial green card or I-94 that you probably want to do the green card. You want to do adjustment or startup. You want to do the boyfriend and girlfriend thing, the Queen people call fiancé visa. You want to do affidavit or support, student visa, life and auto insurance, student loan repayment documentation, and other traditional civil documents in Liberia processing. For example, marriage certificate, traditional passport, birth certificate, you name it. Our phone numbers are 267-648-8012. 701-330-4693. As you can see the flyer on the show, just go right there. If you have question, consultation remain free and will be free until otherwise, up to 15-20 minutes. Call us at any time, Monday through Sunday. We are open 24/7 until we fall asleep, all right? Everything you need to know is on that flyer. The website address is right there. You can go on Google and check us out. If you don't find a number for any reason, call AB. That's a 2-letter word. That's very easy to do. All right, folks, I want to say thank you very much for listening. We have a caller over there, so we can take that call and maybe call it at night.
Yeah, Samuel, go ahead.
Well, AB, good morning. Good morning, Francis. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Sango, man, it's been a while, man. Thank you for showing up tonight.
The Yeke Koluba and the Yink Ega that they're talking about in District 10. For me, I think Yeke Koluba took the wrong approach. And you see, Yeke Koluba sometimes, he needs to understand you can't make everybody your enemy. You need to have a side. When that issue happened, the way Jeremiah Kun spoke on Spoon Talk, it shows that Jeremiah Kun took steps. You see, just what the previous caller said, the man is a full-grown man. If Jeremiah Kun would have done everything to stop that, but the next thing we'd have seen, like Ben would have said, Jeremiah Kun is infringing on the ball right. He's a full-grown man. Jeremiah Kun spoke to him as a son, and he refused. The best, even Mo Ali said the first time they called the guy in the sitting area to talk to him in a family meeting, he said nobody will stop him. So what does that show clear? It shows to us that the same tactics CDC play in local country that why they wanted to play, but God exposed them. CDC is the one supporting that being. That guy. In fact, according to information, they said they did their evaluation, their survey, and then they realized that what again, Josephine David could not win. So Koji get a plan B. And there's another thing people now understand. There's a little bit of fight in the CDC. They undermine each other. Jefferson Koji is trying to make himself so influential in the party. There are certain people in the party he's supporting secretly. So Koji is building his own block in the CDC for the future. So that's one of Koji agents. A lot of sedition don't know about it. Koji is not supporting Josephine David 100%. That's his own interest. They did the same thing with Color Green. That the guy that was running on ANC ticket in, I know came out bombing that one.
Yeah.
That John CDC the following month. That the same game the men play. So if you can Koruba see this thing coming up, you went and met Jeremiah. The thing that even happened in Ganta, people explain it. It's very simple and common. They were about to gun Yeke and gun the Yankee, I know Yankee thing or Yeke how they call him. And then they told the guy, they said, "My man, you in Nimade, stay, let gun Yeke." Come on, man, for heaven's sake, Yeke call back. They made that Nimbali. Then Yeke got vexed. While the motel begin to wait that they will gun him, he and the beginner in competition. Yeke need to grow above certain things. That was so childish of him. He coming up and then blowing it on. Now look at it. It's all in the news, like, bro. Yesterday I got someone calling me. Oh, they say Jeremiah Kuna won, or how you call it? You can call back. You can call back. Say you're not behind the topic. The opposition confusing on that, and CDC running with it. So you can keep making the kind of unnecessary trouble for the opposition.
And Jeremiah,
like everybody fighting.
Jeremiah Kwankun said that he saw with Unity Party and I saw that Unity Party support. That's the person that he was support.
They may even say that when they went, how you call it, he provided fuel for Yeke to follow them to how you call it, can't play. If Yeke was smart, he should have drove to the Omen house. Papa, yeah, this is why your fast tender brother is doing to me. I don't like it. I want a meeting with him in front of you. Express yourself in front of the people. You know, the program Parable in Jesus said, that is to say, when spit in your mouth, they tell you where spit, you reserve that spit for the dying minute, but you pull your blood out. It doesn't mean that you don't value your blood. You're reserving it for a purpose. You can screw up big time. The other alarm, you can call about blow. I'll be honest with you, he screwed up big time. He gave CDC weapon to run with. Yes, he exposed the picking, but he should have done it the other way around. He should have done it the other way around. Then another thing, maybe another speak to Bernard Ure tip. You see, Bernard Ure didn't run out of excuse. Bernard Ure said JMB took to the party member. That only UP took party member. If you the party member, then are jumping from one place to another. Let the guy from how you call it, Nima County, a Basso, Green Basso. The former Charter Defense Minister, Daniel Che. And Daniel Che, part of ANC tag team, they show him up everything. Now Daniel Che was there endorsing Joya. So Alexander Kumi go have press conference and say, how you call it, betray him. Come on, man, Mr. Ure. You guys need to stop being petty. 3 of your policies left and went to Unity Party. Yes. What's about the other group that were in Nima? I think about 14 or 16 that Alexander Kumi bought car for. He bought 9 cars to give it to them. All those guys then connected to Jeremiah. Immediately they named Jeremiah as the vice tender bearer. They all left from behind the ANC and went to UP. Then what would ANC say now? You guys just giving CDC, now that they talk of the time in Monrovia, oh, Joseph Brockard a betrayer, Joseph Brockard a this. And you see, the Liberian people need to understand we are getting close to election. CDC is looking for anything to run with. But the only thing I would tell the people in the UP, the ones that are being arrogant, that pushing few people away, they need to stop it. People not supporting UP, people supporting JMB because of his a stand when it comes to leadership. They need to stop that nonsense they are doing. But the thing the UP people need to understand, they don't need to keep quiet. AB, they say when the song start with cussing, even if you can't cuss, you have to cuss. Because I had a song start. Where we now reach, when our press conference, these people had to tarnish the reputation of UP, those people need to come out and give a counter press conference to it and stop keeping quiet. Yes, it's true the majority favors JMB, but where the politics has reached, they're not play to sit down and keep quiet. Even if I want to encourage him. The thing Costa said, the thing Yuri said, take upon yourself and speak to the nation. Everybody wants to hear your voice. We all know the accusation these guys are leveling against you does not hold water. Everybody need money for you. For the fact you even reject that $30 million shows another level of high integrity. If you are some greedy politician, you are taking that money, you lose the election, you win, that whole business. You settle. But you rejected that money and they themselves came and said it. But you people need to stop keeping quiet and speak to things. The UP spoke people, they need to be proactive. They need to, yes, they need to be proactive. Some of these things, when it come up, they need to give a counter press conference to them. And not say that, oh yeah, the Liberian people favor. It doesn't make sense. And my last thing I want to speak to, if the Liberian people hearing us in Liberia, maybe, I said this before. You see this election? This election is more important than 1997. You know why I say so? 1997, we had ECOMO in our country. We had the UN. If anything would have gone wrong, the UN would have been there to intervene quickly. This one, we ain't get nobody. And seditions are bloody to remain in power. Let me tell you, Ebi, you know, when what a guy named Tomofara won the election, it took 4 hours for them to convince George Weah to allow that result to stand. When Sapmi say, Tomofara lose. We can see George Weah like that. George Weah is not innocent. He's the one behind everything the people doing. And he's ready and willing to do anything and everything to remain in power. Those guys had a meeting with Ellen. Hey, I see Kumis slow down for his campaign because they told Kumis to slow down. Their target is to keep Weah in. Because if you look at the chances of Kumi and Weah stand more chance. And the Liberian people, God giving you people the same option he gave you 2017. Bwaka and Weah. If you make the other attempt to put Weah back, it's not a mistake anymore. You will live with the consequences. AB people went to that party headquarters. Do you know some people are selling their voting card for $30? CDC bought a lot of voting cards. The Liberian people need to understand Weah is not really concerned about their vote. Weah just wants to show the crowd these pictures, these videos. This is why they take to the international community when they tamper with the election to say the mayor had a number. 2017, those people printed ballot boxes in the foreign ministry. In Ghana, they brought it and they pre-voted. Weah did not win that election. And what the excuse they gave to the people, they both had a number, and the evidence were the thousands of people that were in the street. Our people are so hungry, they are so desperate for $20, $15, 500 LD, 1,000 LD, and they feel that their country money they're chopping. But newsflash, the more you show we are that kind of crowd, the more you're getting the passion and the zeal to rig the election. And guess what? These are the pictures Weah is going to use tomorrow against you people. When he meets the international community to say the people support him. CDC not stupid. We are not stupid. I always tell people that they can say, oh, that your country money you're eating. No, it's wrong. Karma is not free. When you people bring the money, you're rejected. You tell them, take the money back. We don't need it. We need you guys out of office. It will send a strong message. You remember that time when we had a call for protest with convention to ATS? Yeah, no much people turn up. And you saw how frustrated Weah was?
Yeah.
Because they broke a part of him that couldn't have been fixed. So that thing we can be telling the people, oh, that your country that money, your country money you eat it, it's wrong. When they give you the money, don't take it. Stay home.
Okay.
The more you people give these things to Weah, the more you encourage them, and the more you give the evidences that they will use against you tomorrow. When they shall go and sit tomorrow to have this discussion with other parties. Thanks for the time, AB.
Thank you. My friend, I'd love to go to you for your closing, and then, yeah.
All right, Samuel. Thank you for showing up tonight. We appreciate your time, my brother, but don't continue to be hardy, my man. You need to show up. All right, AB. The philosopher says you can force the good to the water, but you cannot force the good to drink. All we are saying here, my people, some of you are arguing, say you will re-elect Joe. That's your right. Give us the opportunity to express our own thought too. Fundamental right. Freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom of worship, and freedom of association. You associating with Joe will in poverty, disease, cronyism, malnutrition, and everything. Why you can't allow us to sit down on our big computer and open our mouth? You don't like our conversation, but you are here from start to the end of the show. Why are you giving yourself headache? I'm just admonishing you, advising you. Why are you giving yourself headache? Try to just go and sleep with Bagubad. But it be this thing. We can sit here and talk for another judgment day. The American ambassador said that on their part, we needed to seize the moment to do our part. We didn't do it. But we have a second chance. If Liberia or any Syria can return, then Joe will not be president by now, even though they cannot finish. Say we didn't do that because of our past, our ugly past. The Constitution has given us another opportunity to do what we need to do to rescue our country. Everything we do as human, especially we Liberian people, there is a tomorrow. If October 10 will come and pass, we'll still be Liberians. And Liberia will still exist. Even in the midst of the looting that is going on by Judge Weah and his indigenous looters have melted against her and continue to do just so, Liberia will still exist after they are done. Even if they succeed winning, God forbid, they will not win this. And another thing people talking, I'm not taking anything for granted though, but for me, I'm not moved by crowd anymore. I am moved by electoral records. Because CDC is noted for pulling crowd because there are so many people in that background who are not even 18 years old. So many of them. Some of them, they already purchased their voter cards, they have it, and they will give it to them voting to go for that school. But to attain that 50% plus one vote will require real work, real political strategy, campaign strategy. Let me close on this note. Brother Yeke Koruba Honorable, the best thing Honorable Yeke can do now is to stop shifting blames and insulting opposition political leaders that he said depending on to support him because he's supporting them. Sir Yeager has refused to listen to his dad and other political leaders, and he's contesting. I think we should hold him by that standard. It's a grown-up, and he has the constitutional backing to contest for election. Okay? So the best thing Yeke Koruba can do, Honorable Yeke Koruba, is to change the political calculus. He needs to strategize and come up with a new campaign strategy how he can beat Yeager and the CDC candidate. And the way to do that is to stop crying baby. It's to stop crying wolf, accusing everybody. You cannot be, everybody cannot be your enemy, and you cannot be everybody's enemy, even though you say you support all of them. Okay? This is number one, just this is number one. Liberia is bigger than that. And that's why we all should go in for that bigger picture. And that bigger picture that identifies us as Liberians is what we should go for. And in order for us to rescue that bigger picture, Judge Weah is our target. Judge Weah is our target. and we'll go to the ballot box and remove it. And finally, I agree with Sam. 1997, we had ECOMO in the country. 2005, we had ECOWAS and UN. This election, we having gangsters, economic hardcore criminals, headed by George Weah. We got no foreign trade in our country. According to the media report, the AFL is less than 2,000 human beings. In our military, the police is under 3,000. A real thing happen in our country, it will be blooded. And the way I see things, the government, headed by George Weah, his followers, his lieutenants, they don't really care about that because why? Political power in Liberia is so to the extreme. When people get power, they get the rest of everything free. And because they got everything free, they are not willing to leave power just like that. And that's what makes this election critical to our national life as a country and as a people. I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to our listeners, those of you that support us. We see you when we see you. It'll be back to you.
You know, I would just say, you know, Honorable Yeka Kolba just need to do one thing. Honorable Yeka Kolba just need to do one thing, and that one thing will seal his ticket. And what he need to do, Honorable Yeka need to invite. He need to have a program. And the paper went in a district now. And the paper went in Vera district, in district number 2, and in district number 3, and in Vera district. But you never had no program. Yeke, I'm asking you now for you to organize yourself to host the paper in your district. He and his vice running mate should appear in your district. And let you organize that program in consultation with Mo Ali, so Mo Ali can be able to train you about how to organize that program. When that program is done, when the paper on JMB and his VP come in district number 10 to come to speak to the public. And after that, the paper put your hand up. That ticket is sealed. Other than that, you will be crying wolf until that cannot come. Yeah. So are you never my way way back no son of Casaya Capotu, Adaha will let to leave you here tonight with the fantastic music. See you when we see you.